guys, this is your girl Renee, and I'm coming to you today, and we're going to talk about sweet potatoes. Now, when I first wanted to grow sweet potatoes for the very first time, I've never ever grown sweet potatoes before. They always said that you need to get a sweet potato, so I just got a sweet potato from out of the grocery store, and this was my very first sweet potato. Let me show you the sweet potato. Let me sit it down here and let me show you. This sweet potato has been through the ringer. Why I say the ringer? Because this is, let me see if I can get it, a very, very, very old sweet potato. Look how dried up that sweet potato. And this is the sweet potato that I use to grow to make my sweet potato slips, which are these green leaves. Now, let me tell you, if you've never ever grown a sweet potato for the slips, as they call this, because this slips right here, these green leaves and stuff, that's where you're going to plant this in the dirt, and that is where your sweet potatoes are going to form from. This is not a fast growing plant. Just to let you know, it's going to take some time. So if you are planning to grow some sweet potatoes, you need to have a lot of patience, and you need to put this in some water. And I was saying, when I first started this one, it took like maybe 2 months to even see any growth on this sweet potato. And look at how dried this sweet potato was, and it's still producing, and I thought that this sweet potato was never ever going to produce any of the slips because the way it started to dry out. See, look like an old man potato. But you have to persevere, and you just have to keep changing the water. And it started out in a small cup like this, and then I graduated it up to as you can see, a 7-Eleven cup, because I needed something big and broad. And before you even put the potato in the water, I used toothpicks. I just put a toothpick all around the base of the tomato at the top. So that is what's going to hold your potato above the water. And then after about 2.5 months to 3 months, see the root system? You're going to get all these roots. And what I did was that when the water got a little dirty, I changed them out, gave it some fresh water. And then if I saw any kind of dead leaves or anything, I pulled them off. So, and then I just submerged it in the water. And as you can see, the toothpicks is what's holding it up above the water, because you don't want to put your potato all the way in the water, because then it'll rot. Then I said, well, since I didn't think this potato was going to grow, I went to Lowe's and I purchased the potato slips that comes in a box. They're just potatoes, just regular potatoes that you would see in the grocery store. And look, this is the size of it. And they come just like this size. And then I just put it in some water. And even though these potato slips were made to give you quick growing slips, old man potato over here, this one over here, its slips grew quicker than the store-bought one. Ain't that something? So I put 2 of the ones that I brought at the store in the water, and then I had old man potato right here. So, you know, you can't judge a book by its cover, because old man potato, even though its leaves aren't as small and green and is not as plentiful as the ones that I got in the box at Lowe's, you know, that you can purchase, he's still hanging on. Even though it looks like he may be dying out, he is still holding strong. So what I do is I just make sure the water is clean. I cut off the dead stuff, and then I just keep the water clean. Then once your potato gets really big. Well, if these grow, they turn out to be like this. Before I cut this one off, this one was attached here, and it was growing all around the string that I have on my blinds here. It caught on to like a tendril, and it started wrapping itself around. So I had a vine that was going all the way up my string of my Venetian blinds here. So I cut this one off, and let me show you how we are going to plant it in some water. All right, let me move you on up so you'll be able to see what I am doing. Sorry, it's just me. Okay. And what you do is that you take these slips right here, and then you're going to, I usually just cut this part off. See what I'm saying? I'm just cutting this part off. Let me get some scissors so you guys be able to see it better. Some scissors. So I usually just take some scissors and cut them off. And just go down the line. Just cut them off. Go down the line. And then you see right behind that leaf, I'm going to snip it. And then I may just leave this one. And then what you do is you take the little slip, these are called slips, and you're going to put the bottom in the water. You just got to stand them up in the water. All the leaves that you have cut off, you're just going to put them in some water. So put them in some water. That one. Same thing with this one. I'm going to cut this one here. I'm just going to put it in the water. And hopefully, after about a week, you should be seeing some roots down at the bottom. And then once you see those roots, and then you just take those, put them in some dirt, put them in a nice sunny location, and let the potatoes start growing. I'm going to stick one more in here. See this one? I'm just going to stick it in there. And that's what it should look like. You should have a cup with your potato slips in there. And I usually just put mine on the counter, up on over there by my sink or a ledge somewhere, and just let it do what it do. I'm going to stick this one. I'll take this one off. Stick that one in here too. And it's not too late to get your potato slips going if you have the potatoes like I have. But that's it. I just wanted to come to you guys today to let you show you how you can get your potato slips going. Now, you can either buy a sweet potato out of the store, or you can go to your garden center and they have them in a box. Then they're small little potatoes like the ones I showed you on my windowsill. So, with that being said, let's take a quick look at what's growing on my window again. See? Pretty good. So don't give up. If you are wanting to grow some sweet potatoes, get your potatoes, put some toothpicks on the side, get them in some nice cold water, not hot water, cold water, and then just make sure that you clean the water once it gets dirty, and put it in a sunny location, because everybody has a spot in their house to where they can put a plant at. On their windowsill, you can put in your kitchen windowsill, in your bedroom, wherever you could get some light. So this is like my growing shelf, I call this, because when I started my tomatoes and all that stuff, this is where I put them on my shelf here. Alright guys, hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope the weather isn't too hot, because here in Virginia we are going to get in the 90s today. So I'm going to do some planting in the garage. Maybe later on I'll show you. I need to plant up some more tomatoes, and I'll take you along for that journey if it's not too hot in my garage. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want more videos like this, please let me know, because I would love to keep sharing the things that I have learned, because I never thought I would be able to grow sweet potatoes, because it just seems like the process was just a little complicated. But you know, I think I was overthinking it. But once I got this old man potato and I start seeing some little, what the first thing you'll see is like little red, like little shoots coming out, and I was like, oh my goodness, I think something's happening with old man potato here. And sure enough, old man didn't let me down. He produced some really nice leaves. So I think I'm going to try to make maybe 2 more buckets of sweet potatoes, so I can have some for Thanksgiving. Wouldn't that be nice to know that you've grown your own sweet potatoes for Thanksgiving, or just to grow your own potatoes just to have them to eat whenever you wanted to? I think that's a great thing. And you didn't have to go to the store to buy them. You can say, I grew them myself, and they're going to taste a whole lot better than the ones that you probably get in the store. Alright, you guys, go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done that. And for the ones that are already subscribed to my channel, I want you to say thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you, and I'm glad you're on this journey with me. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up for this video, and also hit that notification bell so you'll know when my next video is coming your way. Alright, you guys, have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.